Yes, I believe that everyone can improve as a leader. Everyone can become a better father, a mother, a neighbor, a coach, a teacher. We are all leaders because we all influence people. Leadership is influence. So can we become better at these things? Of course. We can learn to listen better, to appreciate people more, to give recognition, to learn the skills of leadership. Yes, I absolutely am convinced that people can develop leadership. I think there is a small percentage of the population that leadership is not available to. People who have serious narcissistic personalities or character disorders, people who are unable to have relationships. Yeah. There are people like this. For them, I would say no. But for 90% of people, can they become better? Yes, there is no doubt in my mind. And by character, I don't mean personality. You have a personality, other people, I have a different personality. We all have different personalities. Character is much deeper than personality. Character is your moral maturity, your commitment to doing the right thing with people, even when you don't feel like it. What I call winning the battles between what you want to do and what you should do. Winning those wars. This is character, doing the right thing with people. Everyone agrees it's the right thing to do, to be patient and to be kind and to treat people with respect and to listen well and to be humble. Everyone agrees with this. The issue is, do you have the character to do this every day? Leadership is character in action. Yeah, well, knowledge is not as important as behavior. How you behave tells me what you believe. You may believe it is important to be kind. You may believe this. But the question is, are you? Are you kind? You may believe it's important to be a good listener. Do you listen well? It must move from knowledge to your actions, to your behavior. If it's not in your behavior, it's of no value. That's why leadership is not something you do in your head. It has to go from here to here and from here into your actions. You have to practice these things. It's progressing in different rates in different parts of the country. In America, this type of leadership I write about has been coming for 30 years. In Brazil, it's new. But in my country, it's been 30 years. We've been working on getting better at this. So I believe it is picking up speed worldwide. In the new millennium now, it is coming faster and faster and faster. And I believe the reason for this is that young people don't tolerate bad leaders very well. They expect more from their leaders. And I think this explains the success of my book here in Brazil. People expect more than just some boss yelling at them. No, I don't see technology as having any impact on leadership. Because leadership is your influence. Leadership is the person that you are. We can have the best technology in the world and you can be a bad leader. And we can have bad technology in our business and you can be a great leader. Okay, there is a difference between being a good manager and being a good leader. Management are the things that you do.
I see.
The planning, budgeting, problem solving, dealing with the software, reading balance sheets, all the technical things that you do in your business. This is about being a good manager. It's different than being a leader. I have met many great managers who were terrible leaders. They knew all the technology. They couldn't lead two people next door. People hated them. You can be a great manager and be a bad leader. You have worked for people who were good managers, but terrible leaders. We all have. And I have met some great leaders who were not good managers. Management is what you do. Leadership is who you are. Your ability to inspire and influence people to action. This is much different than management. Leadership is the person that you are. Your ability as my leader to inspire me to action, to get me to commit to the mission, march through the wall, be the best I can be for the company, be the best I can be for my customer. What I would say is that business is relationships. Sales is about relationships. Business is about relationships. Without people, there is no business. A successful business is all relationships. Relationships with customers, relationships with employees, relationships with stockholders, suppliers, vendors. Where business is all relationships. Healthy business, healthy relationships. Bad business, bad relationships. You want to have a good business? You have to have healthy relationships with all the key players. Same with sales. You want to be a good salesperson? You better have good relationships with your customers. The first step is training. Training is important. It's not enough. This is my point. It's not enough. That's just the beginning. So now, let's say I'm going to help you be a better leader. First thing is we have to train you about what good leadership is. And this is what the first book, MONGE, is about. Yeah. Learn the difference between management and leadership. Okay, so you say, here is the bar. Here is where we're going as a leader. Very high standard. That's the first step, training. Now the second step, we need to give you some feedback, how you're doing against that standard. So we ask the people who work for you. We ask them, how are you doing as a leader? Are you patient? Are you kind? Do you listen well? Do you give appreciation? Do you do the things that leaders do? Some agree, some don't, but you get feedback. So now you can identify your gap between where you want to be and where you are. That's the second step. Now you are aware. Oh, I need to get better. So what is the third step? We create some friction. Now we say, okay, so what are you going to do about it? We want to see your plan. And we want you to tell your people what it is you're working on. That creates friction.